We received our word after West have lost 2-1 at home against Padiham. Tough one to take, Steve.
Bad game of football from minute one. I thought we edged the first half, thought we were a better team, come out second half, and the ref decided to make the game about himself and give a penalty, which I still don't know what for. He said Jack Hall pulled the man down in the area. Even their manager said, "What's that for?" None of their players.
Yeah, there's no appeal. I mean,
no appeal.
I was miles away, so I can't say I saw anything. But there was no appeals. It just seemed to come out of nowhere.
Yeah, come out of nowhere, and then from then, just a total lack of discipline from my team.
Yeah.
Jonesy spoke to the ref. You can't speak to him. Even I didn't shout anything to the ref because you can't speak to him. And then we're down to 10 men. Jones is in a sin bin. Then Ailes had to come off with his eye, so I just had to make subs quick, so we're not down to 9 men. We've got back in the game, we've scored, we've gone 4-4-2, we've got back in the game, we've scored, changed the shape back to what it was, a bit more solid, and then just go for it, and then we've given them another free kick on the edge of the box, and then the defending for that was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, like you say, it seemed like the best chances for West came really early on. I think Brandon Dawson had a couple of good chances to make their keeper save. What kind of things were you saying at half time? It looked like we were looking good at that point.
I said when something's working, don't stop doing it.
Yeah.
So we started the game well, we had 3 or 4 chances, and then we just wanted to get into a game. That way they will beat you on with experience. They will boot the ball long. They will do long throws. That's not our game. Everyone can see we're not a big side, so don't try and play them at their own game. And then second half was just obviously about the ref at first, but then total lack of discipline from us.
Bailey and goal, it looked like he was struggling all game. Tell us about that. Did you know that he was struggling, and what was the kind of plan with that?
Today, when we got 12 o'clock today, Dino rang me and said Bailey's struggling with his hammy. He woke up this morning with his hammy sore, and then I rang Ollie and said, "Can you play? Ollie's still not fit." And then Bailey, I thought Bailey was absolutely brilliant, to be honest. And our lads haven't helped Bailey today because he's had to concede a penalty. We're giving free kicks and we said just look after him, don't pass the ball back to him. And I thought we'd done that well, but
totally agree with that. I think he could have been player of the match today. He did really well considering the injury. To get back in the game and throw it away like that, it's good.
How many times have we done that way this season?
A lot. A lot.
Brown has just gone mad in there. I just said a few words that he won't like, but I'm honest. I'm just going to keep being honest. They're killing me.
Yeah. Obviously, Jordan's left us in the week. What can you tell us about that? Fans will want to hear what's gone on.
Yeah, so when Marsha was leaving, Jordan actually messaged me and Marsha saying that day that he wanted to leave. I had a good chat with Jordan, and he said, I just want to play. Jordan loves football, and he loves playing football. So I said, right, well, I want to get you back on form, you're our main man. And then the last 6 games, I think, we've not looked strong, not looked good with a 10. And I don't think Jordan's been in the best of form. So I had a good chat with Jordan on Wednesday, and I just said, the next 2 games, we know what the 2 teams are like. We've played them before, Paddy and Ron got them. I can't play a 10. He'll be on the bench, and Jordan said, I don't want to be on the bench. I want to play, so that was it.
He's gone to Bury, I believe, yesterday.
He's gone to Bury, and it's a good move for Jordan. Jordan's a top player. And for the last 3.5 years, he's been brilliant for me and Mark. I think he scored nearly 100 goals. So I wish Jordan well and good luck in the future.
You were saying on Tuesday at Rami that it was a must-win game. Maybe it's a bit too soon to be asking this question, but where do we go from here and what's the thoughts now?
Try and win the next game. That's what we've got to do. Try and win every game like we do, and I think we should. But I don't know.
Obviously, with Jordan leaving, we've lost Bannister as well. Injuries happening. I'm guessing you're looking at players coming in.
We've got a couple coming in this week, but I don't want to say names or stuff till we've signed them because you know what it's like.
We'll be back at home on Wednesday against Ramsbottom. Cheers for your time, mate.
Cheers,
Thanks.
Greg.